Well, it's all coming together. It's looking good to help create a positive fan experience, and that's what it's really all about. This game each year does so much for the Birmingham economy, and we look forward for this game to do the same. We're expecting the Pitt fans and the SMU fans to really come out here and enjoy the competition that's being prepared for them.
You mentioned the importance of partnering with businesses to make this thing bigger. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, the key is having the ability to market this to our corporate partners. And the north end zone conversion that we have here today will give us more venues to be able to market to the corporate community. In fact, I've been told by Mark Meadows that it's already been sold out. And that means that there's a strong interest by the corporate community to support this game. And as I've stated over and over again, my goal is to make Birmingham a great sports venue. In order to do that, you have to have great facilities that accommodate the fans that come out, and that's what we're accomplishing here with the north end zone.
Could possibly be something more permanent that you would like to see?
We looked at the plans for the possibility of making this a more permanent structure, and we're going to be getting with the park board and the city council and the corporate community to see if we can make that happen. I think with the Magic City Classic, that it was first demonstrated that the north end zone could be a viable venue for fans, and with the temporary structure that's going up here today and the fact that it's sold out, that sends a strong message that there's a desire to have a more permanent structure here.
Mayor, can you speak upon the logistics of how many folks can actually sit here and kind of the details that you guys are just
I think this area is going to seat about 230 the way it's configured now. As I was saying earlier, we had to base it on the number when we decided we were going to do it. So we were looking at around 230, but as you can see, we have room to expand for future years. So I think based on the success that we've had this year, I can expect next year that we could use the entire end zone if we get out and get started early selling these tickets.
When it's all finished and set up, what's it going to look like?
Well, you'll have this structure, and we'll have the signage that you see all around the stadium will be actually in front of the structure. It'll look, it'll be a really nice looking hospitality area. The Colonnade Group is who we're working with to put this up. They do events all over the United States, Final Four, NCAA. So it's the same type structure that they use at those events.
Is it though just seating or tables and chairs, or?
Well, it's a corporate club. It's very similar to the club level upstairs. Actually, there's a little bit more room probably in this than there is upstairs. We'll have 3 rows of seating in the front, and then we'll have tables and chairs and a food service and beverage service area in the rear.
I guess this is kind of a joint question for both of y'all. With bowl attendance this year is down, what has BBVA Compass been doing and the city of Birmingham been doing to help make Birmingham, the BBVA Compass Bowl, a great draw?
Well, again, the thing that sustains any bowl game is the corporate support in that bowl city. And we're very lucky that Birmingham supports all of our events, from our golf events, the Magic City Classic. We have great corporate support in this community. So that's the first phase. The local support and the local ticket sales each year have increased over this will be our 6th game. Those local tickets and those local ticket sales are what sustain you in years when you may or may not have a team that travels well or a team that travels really well. But the local support will sustain you through the bad years and the good years. And so, by being able to add more corporate areas, we're able to get more corporate people involved and have more people at the game.
Is that something that helps in a challenge like where you're handed to a team like Pitt for the 2nd straight year in a row, and some fans might say, "Oh, I went last year"?
Well, I think again, I haven't heard any final numbers. I think they're probably going to travel about the same number that they traveled last year. I know that in talking with their alumni group that they're actually increasing the size of their alumni tent over last year. They're having an alumni tent set up out in our fan zone, and I actually think that it's actually going to be bigger than the one last year. So, I'm hopeful that again, we'll have good years and bad years, but the corporate community in Birmingham is strong, and we'll be able to sustain it.